if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. It's week 17 of the National Football League. And up next is the Miners' sure-handed wide receiver. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Miners and the Niners, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Sacramento Miners and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him,
just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
and he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking middle, and the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 16 carries, 68 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Miners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Miners have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work down inside the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the option going right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give right side. Lock. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that
one. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Gets past one man. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We begin out west. Philadelphia making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That is caught at the 7. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. That time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in the playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Miners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll drop to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Williams. Able to avoid him at the 40. And some room to maneuver. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 47 yards on the ground. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Miners add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Miners extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, they improved to 14-2 with still 1 game left to be played in this regular season.